What's up, ATG fam? Super excited for this because this is the best I've got the Friday athletic potential. Yet we're talking how do we squat and deadlift for maximum bulletproofing and athleticism. Now, just by thinking about having your forearms vertical and then observing your torso as you go down and up, does that torso break to get back up? Those are not the reps we're looking for here. So we're looking for reps where you challenge what can you get through that tension without the torso breaking. So sending in your form from this diagonal angle is a really good idea because this isn't quite as measurable as some of the other exercise. It's really going to be personal, looking at your body. All you have to think about is those forearms vertical, stay tight, think to keep that chest up and get through it. Work up to a set of 5 you're happy with. So you can just work up to that. You could stay and do a bunch of sets. In dense and standards, it's exact amount of sets. In athletic potential, it's up to you how many sets you want to do. Once you've gotten to a set of 5 you're happy with, so you could stay and keep doing sets of 5 at a given weight. Totally up to you, and message us if you have any questions. Now we're trying to get a full range of motion deadlift. So whereas we used the slant to get full range of motion on the squat, now we're using a deficit to get full range of motion on the deadlift, which you will actually be able to do because of the seated good mornings and ATG split squats. Now the form here is really simple. And notice the balls of my feet are in front of those bands. That keeps it locked in really nicely. I'm going as wide as I can. I'm pulling myself down into this bottom position. Now, if the knees are weak, your butt will go above your shoulders. You see that? That's a different exercise for us, Romanian deadlift. So, if you look at the hip, it will come up, but now the shoulder has to stay above the hip through. Now, as we go down, shoulders stay above hip, notice the weight is off the floor. So I have all this weight myself. There's no bounce off the ground. Those plates are never touching. But the back could also tire and round. That would also mean we went to back failure. So no back rounding. Shoulders stay above the hips, and it is shocking how much this trashes those VMOs and spinal erectors. It's no wonder that Charles Poliquin called this his #1 exercise for vertical jump. But I always struggled getting people to be able to do this because we didn't have the underlying quality. So now we have the ATG split squats and seated good mornings and Romanian deadlifts and things to progress so that by athletic potential you can. But let's take a look at my setup here. It's actually a very simple setup. I just laid my band on top and then put it under the board. So you could just use something. This is 6 inches. That's the standard I'd like you to be using. You could use less. So here's 2 inches. And you could use less wide of a grip. So let's say you started here with a closer grip. You might be down this far. Now don't let it touch. Stay strong. But use this to get deeper over time. Don't shy away from it. There is no weight target on either of these because it gets really personal, really about the form, really about feeling the movements, really about your goals. So on both these, send your form from that diagonal from front angle so we can see all the mechanics. I'm super excited for you. Both these have an absolute ton of potential. So if you think you've tried everything to jump higher, for example, while getting even more bulletproof knees and back, well, maybe you haven't tried this. Maybe you still have more potential. Maybe by getting bulletproof as you get stronger, you unlock doors for long-term athleticism way beyond what you might have even imagined possible for your genetics.